Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Fragrance Professor. I wanted to share with you just a few more of my favorite vintage scents that I have on the shelf. That's one of sort of my niche projects. I'm always on the lookout for vintage fragrances, things that just have that throwback appeal. Maybe things that you remember as you were growing up, maybe your dad, your uncle, your granddad used to wear. And I'm a big fan of those kind of things. And some of them you can still find, some have been reformulated basically beyond recognition. Others have sort of stayed true to the original formula. And I have three here that I can't speak to the level of originality to, or the level of faithfulness, if you will, to the original formula, but these are all really nice in their own right, and I'm going to share with you a little bit about each one and what I've heard and what I have enjoyed in particular about each. Now, I've featured, I think, all three of these in different videos across the last probably year, but I wanted to bring them together, and these are ones that I reach for fairly often, and they always just kind of give me a charge, and I really enjoy them. So here we go. First one up is Davidoff. This is Zeno by Davidoff, okay, Eau de Toilette. Now all these I think are EDTs, by the way. So Zeno is a powerhouse from the 80s. It was released, from what I recall, around 1981. And it brings together just a ton of notes, and I'm not gonna bore you with the note breakdown, but it's a very crisp, clean scent. You can wear it basically anywhere, but I would just say watch the number of sprays. So it's not overpowering, it's not overbearing, it's more of a clean barbershop type scent in a way. But if you go too far with the sprays, and I would advise maybe no more than about 3 or 4 squirts, because even though it is an EDT, it does pack a punch. But you can wear this in just about any occasion, to the office, out and about, to a more formal gathering, and I think it will do the trick. But just watch the number of sprays. That's all I would say. Next up, we have Azzaro pour Homme. Now, this is the original. Now, this I did not wear. In fact, I only wore the last one that I'm going to share with you growing up to a certain degree. So the first two I really had no knowledge of, except that they were sort of throwbacks. This one is Azzaro pour Homme. Now, this is the original. Now, Azzaro has become a very popular fragrance line. This is the first in the line. Now, what stands out to me, a couple things, and this is a smaller bottle. I'm not sure how much, that may be about 2 ounces, but there's a ginger note that's really unique, and I really like it. And you might be able to get that impression just from the color of the bottle, and I don't know if that's just the bottle or if it's the juice itself. It's hard to tell, but it really sort of gives you an idea of maybe what to expect. And ginger is one of the star players in this. So I enjoy this. I don't reach for it a lot. I reach for it maybe once a week, for maybe even after shower at night. And it's something that you can wear, and something that, it's not gonna be really a strong projector. It just sort of sits kind of close to me in terms of on the skin, but it's one that you'll enjoy, and the price point is very reasonable, especially if you get it on a discounter site. Last but not least, this is Ralph Lauren Safari. Now, I had a little bit of this. I think I had a smaller bottle as a teenager, but didn't really remember a whole lot about it, to be quite honest, except that it evoked a certain level of imagery. I remember seeing ads for this, in Men's Health and other magazines like that I used to really enjoy. And they would have these very exotic layouts with the thing that you could pull up and you could get an idea of the scent profile. But you can tell just by the bottle. Isn't that just gorgeous? Now, this may have changed since the original formulation. I can't really say for sure. It does appear to be a bit closer in terms of sitting on the skin. It doesn't project maybe as much as I would like to, but just double up on the sprays, or there are ways to get around that, of course. But it's a bit of a softer smell than what I would like, and maybe what it may have been. So my first instinct is that it may have been reformulated, but it's a great one to have for the artistry, if nothing else. I mean, look at that gorgeous bottle and the emblem there on the bottle itself. Really gorgeous. So if you like throwbacks, if you like vintage Ralph Lauren, this may be one that you would consider. This is, again, Safari. So there you have it, guys. Those are three that, all have some vintage appeal, all, ones that you might want to consider for the collection, ones that I have personally enjoyed as a guy growing up in the 80s and early 90s. So there we have it. Azzaro, Zeno by Davidoff, and then Ralph Lauren Safari. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I always like to have you along for the ride. All right.